Hello, my YouTube friend Pop Comics here, and in today's video, we're going to go through my 2024 New York Comic Con haul. Alright, this is going to be fun. Let's go. Okay, so to start off, I have a handful of 9 comic books. These came from James. He came into New York City from Australia to go to New York Comic Con. So the day before New York Comic Con, he came into my shop with a stack of Australian comic books for me. And he traded these 9 for 3 Virgin variants. So I was really happy. I have a whole bunch of Virgin variants in the shop to trade. So I was thrilled to trade for a stack of foreign comics. I really want to collect a lot more foreign comics. I don't want to pay too much for them. I'm looking for like great deals and stuff. But I love them. It's just something new and different and interesting. And it's exciting to see vintage comic books from other countries. Because it's new to me. And I've been collecting comics for over 40 years. So something that's more than 40 years old that's new to me is really exciting. So we have a giant Jimmy Olsen album, number 9. I'm guessing this is early 70s, like 71, 72. Not 100% sure. I'm sure you can tell by the cover price. I just don't know enough about Australian comics. The thing about Australian comics is I'm constantly hearing of how hard they are. Like, I ask everyone that I know that, or anyone who messages me that's from Australia and whatnot, I ask them, I'm basically looking for this stuff, and it seems like the kind of thing that's really hard for them to find. So anyone that I can get, I am thrilled to get. Giant Jimmy Olsen album number 9. That is awesome. Love it. We have Sergeant Pat of the Radio Patrol number 79. It's like some kind of officer and a bear in a cave. This looks cool. It's like a newsprint cover. It just seems cheap. I'm guessing a lot of these early Australian books were just cheaply made. I talked to one guy and he was saying that, back then they were just treated almost like toilet paper. You would read them and then, use them. So I don't think a lot of these survive. So it's definitely something I want to get a lot more of just because of their rarity. The Phantom number 644. I've talked to a few people from Australia and they're always talking about the Phantom. Like, this was just a really big comic book back in the 70s or late 60s. That is really cool. And then we have Phantom Ranger number 108. Now, that one looks like a 1 pence cover, so I'm guessing this one is from the UK. Has a little tear in the corner, but that's okay. I'm just happy to have it just because of its rarity. This one is Frew Publishers. Oh, no, this one, okay, this one says it's printed in Melbourne. So this is Australian. I guess they were still using pence and not cents back in the 60s, I'm guessing. Could be wrong. Someone from Australia can explain the history to me a little bit. The Phantom 643. If there are 646, plus issues, it's gonna be really hard to collect these. But I'm thrilled to have them. I saw a couple at Comic-Con. The vendor was trying to get $30 for them. I don't want to pay $30, but I thought it was pretty cool to get these. Someone wrote a 10 and 11. I wonder if it isn't that, and maybe that's just like a continuation of multiple comics, and there are actually only, a dozen of these. Who knows? I got research. Well, I don't know. Someone out there knows. Someone can teach me, or I'll do a lot of research. Superman Presents Tip Top number 104. That cover's awesome. 20-cent cover. I don't know the prices yet, but I'm assuming this is, these are 40 cents. So I wonder if these are newer than that. These look older, but having a 40-cent cover price, and it's 32 pages, where this is 20-cent cover price with it doesn't say, but I think these are a thicker issue. I don't know. I'm going to have to learn a lot about Australian comics. I think they're super dope, though. This one... Yeah, I don't see the date. I'm guessing early 70s. Oh, I like the little toy battleships on the back cover. Those are cool. Oh, that's neat, actually. Okay, that's really cool. Really, really like that issue. We got the Phantom number 5. This is that 6 pence? Or what's that? I'm not 100% sure on that. That's number 5. This is number 643. So maybe it does jump from like 5 to 643, but it's actually 10. Not 100% sure. I'm going to look it up. Again, I've talked to at least 2 or 3 people from Australia when they come into the shop looking for comics, and I start talking how, I want to collect Australian comics, and they're always saying, like, the Phantom was a big comic, so this may have been one of the more popular comics they had. And then we have a Giant Superman album, number 44. That is awesome. That one is 90 cents, although it's 96 pages, so I don't know. I'm going to have to do a lot of research, but if anyone knows a good resource on Australian comic books, whether it's like a Gerber-like book that shows a whole bunch of the covers. I mean, I can go to comics.org, that's great, but I would love to get like a physical book on Australian comics, just to learn more about them. I think that's really neat. Oh, and then he had one American comic. That was kind of just like a throw-in for the lot. But again, I traded all those 9 for 3 Virgin variants. I was really happy with that trade. Okay, the very first thing I bought at New York Comic Con was this stack of comics from Victory Comics. I believe the total as priced was $368, and they gave it to me for $290. That seems like a really good price for me. Okay, so I grabbed Jungle Comics number 100. It has a little bit of a mark right there, but other than that mark, it looks really nice. But what really caught my attention was how red the reds look. And because the reds are vibrant, you can see the blushing on their bodies, and her shirt is like a proper pink. The color strike on this was great. It looked like it had originally been a 7.0. So $150, and if I got like almost 20% off, I paid like $120 for that. That felt like a steal in that book. They had a bunch more Fiction House. I didn't buy too much Fiction House this year. I kind of, I was being very conservative this year. I kind of wish I grabbed more, but next year. Or maybe I'll look for Fiction House at Big Apple Con in a month. We have Black Hawk 149. I wasn't 100% sure if I had this issue. I love the cover. I figure $15, why not? And I got it like for $12 after the discount. Black Magic, I don't know the number, just the September-October 1961 issue. Awesome Android cover. I love robot covers. I'm obsessed with AI today. So it's like an AI cover from the 60s. How cool is that? I love it. I want to grab a lot more Black Magic books as well. I've been kind of looking for them. They're kind of hard to find. Terry and the Pirates number 9 looked to be in pretty decent shape. Not the best cover. It's kind of a goofy looking cover, but I've been trying to collect Terry and the Pirates when I find them. Terry and the Pirates number 21. Absolutely love this cover. This cover's great. The way Harvey printed covers back then, it has like a richness to the colors and stuff. I love it. I think it looks really cool. And that was 20 as marked. I got Tippy's Friend Go-Go and Animal number 10. This one looked in really nice shape. Probably like a 7.0 copy. 6.5, 7.0. A little bit of a crease right there. As marked, it was 58. Expensive, but these are not easy to find, and these are not cheap. 20% off is what? 10. So I paid like just under $50 for that. Really happy with that issue. I thought that was really cool. Joe Palooka number 11. That one looked to be in pretty decent shape. It like has a little bit of a chip in there. But overall, it was very presentable. That one was 30, so I paid like 24-ish. Really happy with that. I want to work on my Joe Palooka run a lot more. I don't know. I guess I just really like the old school Harvey stuff. And then one Charles Bureau, we got Daredevil number 77. I really like the Charles Bureau covers on these. So every time I can find one for like $20, I'm going to grab it. Or after the discount, $16. Okay. Amazing stack of books. Okay, so I went to the Jason Hamlin booth. He had an amazing collection of these Good Girl humor books. It's one of the best selections I've ever seen. It was amazing. So I picked up some amazing books. We got Genie number 18. Looks in pretty decent shape. It's a little bit soiled and tanned a little bit. I think it's probably about a 4.0 copy. Like, this is amazing. He had 100 on that. And then Millie the Model number 5 for $275. This one's probably like a 3.0 just because of the chipping. 3.5 maybe. Nice looking copy though. For Millie the Model number 5, I don't have anything close to that low. So I was thrilled to see that. $275 as priced. And then Millie the Model number 12. This might have been my second favorite cover from the line. I've really wanted that one for a few years. So that was like a high grail for me, kind of. That was marked 300. So as marked, 3 for $5.75, $6.75. He gave it to me for $5.75. So basically, I bought these two as priced, which I thought was a really fair price, and I got that one for free. Wow, that felt like a score. I feel like this is a really successful New York Comic Con just for the fact that I got a couple of these rare low number Millie of the Models. I just don't see those ever. Like, they're rare. They're hard to find. I don't even think you could find this one online very easily. This one probably be pretty rare as well. And then on his wall, I realized I missed this as well. Millie the model, number 11, marked at $225. He gave it to me for $180. So that's $45 off. Pretty much he's giving me like 20% off as priced. That was like a really good discount. I was happy with the price as priced. The discount made it even better. This was, I feel like, the score of the con, except I went back and I bought a couple more books from him. So all the books I bought from him this con, I think I bought 5 total. No, I bought 6 total. Total score, I think these are some of my favorite books that I've purchased this year. How amazing. I feel like we need to take a quick look inside one of these. Gotta make sure this, I don't want this tape anywhere near the cover. Okay, so Millie the model, number 11. We gotta take a quick look inside. Oh, I love the line work and the coloring inside. Such a beautiful comic. Oh, this is gorgeous. Kind of want to just sit here and read this. That's beautiful. Love the pinup page. She looks cute. Yeah. Awesome. And like the condition is decent. It's like a 3.5 maybe. Really happy with that. There's no major tears or anything. That's what I'm looking for this stuff, because it's just like you can't find it. And for me, this is like high-ish grade, because a lot of times they're worse than that. Amazing. Love these. All right, so this was a stack of books I got, I believe, from Reese's Rare Comics. As price, it was $150. He gave them to me for $120. So that's 20% off again. Like in the past, I was getting 10% off usually. This year, I was getting 20% off mark. I feel like vendors are doing a much better discount this year, which is awesome. So I grabbed Informer. Don't know the number. I just thought it was a really awesome Subway crime cover. I thought that looked really, really, really cool. It was marked 40, so I paid 32 for that. Honestly, I'd buy an awesome looking Golden Age book and halfway decent, probably like a 3.5, 4.0 condition for 30-ish bucks all day long. Really happy with that. Daredevil number 85, a fun Charles Bureau cover. I like the rockets and cannons and stuff. I like how, like, Charles Bureau, he must have drew these really big because they're always printed with thin line work. I kind of like the thin line work because it looks more detailed. Really cool. That one was marked 30, so I paid 24 for that. Decent, like 4.0, 5.0 condition. I want to buy a lot more of this Charles Bureau stuff. If I can find them for around 20 bucks, I'm going to buy them all day long. Feature Comics number 91. Awesome Dollman cover. In decent shape, actually. Like, it's got some spine roll issue, so it's like that. But besides that, it's nice. I think it's like a 5.0 condition. And this one was 50 bucks, so I paid 40 for that. I want to buy a lot more Dollman stuff when I can find it. So I was actually really happy to get that. And then this one was super cool. We have Daredevil number 80. I love the black trade dress. The colors are great on this. It's an awesome, like, outer space scene. You got, like, the SpaceX type rocket right there. It looks like Elon was trying to make his rocket ship look like 1950s rocket ships. This one was priced 30, so I paid 24 for that. 24 felt like a steal. Like, 24 feels normal on that, but like a cool sci-fi cover, I feel like that's a more in-demand cover. And compositionally is great because you have the kid bigger and then all the detail in the background. I love that. So yeah, I got some really awesome books from them for a good price. Thrilled with that pile. All right, so I got this stack of comics from Brickton Comics, I believe. As marked, $360. I think he gave them for $320. So a little bit more than 10% off. Which I'm happy because as priced, they were pretty decent. So we have Mazzy number 1. I've been working on this collection a little bit. I couldn't remember if I had a number 1 or not. I know I had one of these smaller ones. It might be number 2. I forget. But it's in really nice condition. Higher grade. You know, probably like 6070. They had it priced at 50, so I paid 45 for that. Happy to get that. Then we had Buzzy number 10 in pretty decent, like 4.0 condition. It's a record cover. I love record covers. It was 30, so I paid 27 for that one. And then we have Buzzy number 5. Really fun, like, explosion cover. This one they had marked 30, so I paid also 27 for that. Both these are in pretty decent mid-grade condition. And then I got a Wedding Bells number 15 in a 4.0 graded copy. It's a Matt Baker cover. I told myself this year I kind of wanted to get a graded Matt Baker cover. Now, not the most in-demand cover or anything. You know, if I bought it 2 years ago, I probably could have got for like $50. This one was $250. After 10% off, I paid $225. I'm actually around $200. I am thrilled to have it. I have a couple other Matt Baker covers, but, you know, I'm thrilled to add another one to the collection. How cool is that? I love it. And it's in a decent, like 4.0 is kind of like the minimum grade I usually like to get on stuff. Sometimes I'll take a little bit under if it presents well. But 4.0 is a decent grade for this. And it looks, you know, presents very well. It's a really nice looking 4.0. All right, this is a small handful that Jason bought at Victory Comics. He paid $20 per 7. So whatever that is, I guess I gave him about $3 a piece. He grabbed a couple for me, and there was a couple he grabbed that were duplicates. I told him I would buy them for him, so he didn't have to worry about having things he didn't need. But he got me a Mega Man number 1. He thought, you know, number 1 Mega Man's got to be worth something. I don't know what it's worth, but it's got to be worth something. And then he grabbed some Commandees. He accidentally grabbed a couple duplicates. But I'm happy with that because I don't remember which Commandees I needed, so I've been kind of picking them up a bit more lately as well. Love Commandee number 33. I saw this one while I was digging. I just handed it to him to grab for me so that he would get the 7 for 20 deal. But the Woman of Marvel, Merca and Doubtful cover. Absolutely love that. $3 felt like a steal on that. Another Commandee, number 36. And one more, number 35. Love Commandee. I love all the oddball, obscure Jack Kirby stuff from the 70s. Although I guess this is Joe Kubert at this point. That's Kirby right there. I'm just wondering if Kirby still did interiors or if at this point he was off the book. Yeah, I think that's still Kirby inside. So Kirby's doing the interiors, but they're getting Kubert to do the cover. I don't know. I love it. I love the Kirby stuff. All the weird, oddball sci-fi. I guess this is sci-fi survival tale. I bought this stack of comics from Mike Carbo for $600. A couple of books were probably in lower grade than I thought. But overall, he gave them to me for a really, really good deal. So he sold me 3 blue circles for $33 each. I feel like that's a really good deal because these are actually in pretty high grade. Feels like a 4.0, maybe 5.0 copy. So number 2. Like, I'm not actively collecting these, but I just thought they looked really cool. I like buying any Golden Age book that I can find for cheap. You know, under $50 if it looks cool. Because, even if it's not really worth the $50, in my mind, I'm thinking you're just not going to find them that easily. And these could be $100 books each. Not 100% sure. They're obscure. They're kind of rare. So $33 felt like a good price. Number 2. Actually, I want to look inside. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. It's got some gloss to it. This is just really nice. This might be a 5.0, 6.0 copy. Like, it's mostly just got some spine ticks, but overall, like, the page quality feels really nice. Yeah, it has a good smell to it. You know, it smells like acid and not like it's been water damaged or anything. Yeah, I'm thrilled with that. I think $33 for that feels like a steal. Okay, then Blue Circle number 5, also $33. That's an awesome cover. Just like he's on like the big stack of books. We got, the gangsters fighting. That's awesome. And then Blue Circle number 4, also $33. And all these are nice mid-grade copies. That's awesome. I got him to throw that in. I usually like to see if he'll throw in a little bit just to increase the value, just in case there's something wrong with the Golden Age, because you never know. There might be a page missing or something damaged, which has happened in the past. So he threw that in an extra $10 value. I also got him to throw in the Tomb Raider. This one was a little bit lower grade, so I didn't really want to pay for it, but I wanted it for my own collection. I love collecting Tomb Raider books. Beautiful cover. Just all black and white. Just a whole black and white edition, but the line work is gorgeous. Okay, and then we got 2 Captain Marvel books. I believe I paid $55 each on these. So Captain Marvel 35. Looks to be in pretty decent shape. We can take it out. I know I looked at these, like they feel maybe slightly brittle, and there's a little bit of tearing, but I don't think there was anything missing. And so that's the main thing, is I just want it all kind of together and complete. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That one's awesome. So happy with that. I just like this one too, because he's like looking at the miniature version of himself. And then Captain Marvel number 59. Both of those are awesome. Absolutely love those. Okay, so the Fiction House stuff was a little bit lower grade than I didn't notice. So this one is, I don't know if it's complete, but it feels like kind of jumbled inside. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to go through this with a fine-tooth comb to see if it's complete or not. The cover itself, though, is in good shape. And that's the main thing that caught my attention, is that it just looked really good for a lower number 52. So I'm happy to have it. Hopefully it's complete. I just don't, inside, the pages are just all over the place. So I'm going to have to play with that one. I paid $45 each on these, so it's not the end of the world. That's probably still worth $45. Oh, I just also mentioned, I looked this up. I just wanted to see who did the cover. This is an early McTeigue cover, and you guys know I love McTeigue art. I've been wanting to grab all his Fiction House work, so I was actually really happy to get that. Such a cool cover. If you can see in the corner right there, it says N Viscardi. How cool is that? This one, I didn't notice the corner is torn, though. I looked at the edge, and I looked at the top. I must have been holding it like this and thought, okay, it looks decent enough. I missed that corner. So, maybe I feel like I overpaid on that one a little bit. But, you know what? I'm okay. Overall, I paid a great price. And you know what it is? Usually when I buy Mike, it's kind of like the overall feeling. It always happens where there's going to be a book or two that I'm kind of disappointed in. But then there's a couple books that are like a steal. So overall, it balances out. So I'm happy with the books overall. This one he threw in. This is worthless. A worthless throwing book. But this one was a steal. So Superman number 48. Not in the best shape. It's got some staining. It looks like some water damage. I think I haven't really looked at it too well. Let's see if it looks like it's complete. Back cover is water damaged. But if it's complete, see if I can find the centerfold. I haven't really learned how to page count yet, but I see the centerfold, that's marked 10, that's marked 11, so there's nothing missing in the story. So I think it's complete. Being that it's complete, it's not in the best shape. It's probably like a 1.0, 1.5. I think it might be a 1.5 because it presents very well. $50. I think, my comic shop, they're trying to get $200 for this grade. $50 felt like a steal. So like I said, $50 on that, probably saved $100 at least. Kind of makes up for other things. I'm thrilled to have that. I think that's my lowest number Superman now. I need to start, when Mike he keeps offering to me these kind of low grade Superman for cheap. I need to just start grabbing them. Because how else am I going to find a 48 in complete condition, semi-presentable? It's not perfect, but it's not terrible for $50. That just feels like a steal. And then this was the book that I was most excited for from him that day. We have Little Dot number 3. So this is the third appearance of Richie Rich, I believe. It's not in bad shape. It has some color rub right here where the person rubbed it down and wrote his name on it. But other than that, it presents really well. I think it's like a 3.5 copy maybe. Maybe a 3.0. I don't know how much that little rub will affect the grade. Okay, I gotta move this tape. I hate tape on books. Tape on books is the worst. Okay, my friend Kyle has some self-sealing Mylars. I gotta look into getting some of those. Oh, and it's in a bag in the bag. Okay, it's double bagged and boarded. That's better. But more tape. So many minefields. This one looks pretty decent though. There's a slight gloss to it. It's just that rub right there. There's no major tears. There's some tanning. I was trying to figure out, I thought this would be the third appearance of Richie Rich. Some people said that he doesn't appear in this. So you know what you do when you don't know for sure? You open it up and you see Richie Rich inside. Yep. Maybe he's not in the second issue. Maybe it's his second appearance. But I'm guessing he's probably in the second issue as well. So I'm guessing the third appearance. That is super dope. I grew up loving Richie Rich. Getting an early appearance of him is amazing. I really would like to get Richie Rich number 1. I missed out. Bryce Comics had one last year, and he put it up for, it was like a 6.0, I think. He put it up for $2,000. And I wasn't quite sure of the price, so I had to research it. I told him to relist it. This was on Whatnot. And someone else outbid me to $2,600. I kind of wish I told him just to put it in the buy it now, so I could have bought it for $2,000. But I'm thrilled to have this. Now I need to find Lil Dot number 1, Richie Rich's first appearance. And you know what? I want to collect all the earliest Lil Dots because I really like the covers. Like just the coloring of this. This is Harvey done even better, because what happens is as it goes on, it's the same color palette, but it's smooth. It's like the colorist is boring, whereas there's gradients in the things. She's got blushing on her body. The fence has some dual textures. Like this is really nicely colored. It gets to the point where like everything would be a flat and not in gradients. And so I like the little dots. The earliest issues look amazing. So I kind of really want to collect a lot more of these. Number 1 and Richie Rich number 1 are 2 of my biggest grails right now. So yeah, I am thrilled. That's one of my favorite pickups of the year. Amazing. Okay, and then we have Crime Does Not Pay number 51. Awesome Charles Bureau cover. They're like digging her up from the basement. You got the crime guy right there. The criminal. Not terrible. It's not gray shape. It's got a scratched out name there, and it's got a little bit of wear on the edge. But overall, the image is pretty clean, and that's why, I mostly, for stuff like this, can be on the pricey side. If I can find one that presents pretty well, I'm pretty happy. Like this and the Superman, I'm happy with that condition. It's not the best shape, but it's affordable shape. This one, I'm happy because it's a little bit higher grade. Like these, I would like to have higher grade. But yeah, that is awesome. I think I paid, I want to say $40 for that. Not 100% sure. Then we have Bunny number 6. He threw this in, but I think this is a $20 to $40 issue. So again, like I said, it's about the overall value. Maybe the fiction houses, I was a little bit, like once I looked at them, like I didn't look at them too close at the con. I probably should have. I was a little disappointed just on the damage on that. The other one was okay because the cover looks good. That one I missed the damage. But then he throws in something like this that's got some value to it. And I love collecting Bunny. I think I had this issue, not 100% sure. If I don't have it, I'm thrilled to have it. If I do have it, I'll get $40 back. That's amazing. I absolutely love that. All right, so this issue is super cool. So I got All-Star Adventure Comics number 70. I believe this is Australian again. It does have a crease here and like a little bit of a tape pull or something, but it's a Superman Flash race issue. So it's like a key issue from Australia, $10. I'm thrilled to have that issue. That's super cool. I want to collect as much of these Australian books as I can, and to get one that's kind of probably a more, it's a little bit damaged there. It's not in the best shape, but I'm still happy to have it. Just, it's rarity. How often will I see this in the U.S.? Probably, that might be my only chance to get it. So I'm thrilled to have that. And then this one, he wanted 100. He threw in the Bunny with that, but I think $100 was very fair on this one in the condition it's in. We got Black Cat Western number 19. It's got a little bit of a crease there, and the corners are a little mashed up, but I think it's probably like a 3540 condition. So I'm actually really happy with that. I've been collecting Black Cat for years, but I pick up maybe 1 or 2 a year just because it's hard to get them for a good price. Thrilled with that. So overall, this was an amazing collection of books. I think I got a lot of really cool books from Mike. Okay, this is my little Jeff Darrow haul. This is amazing. It's been years since he was at New York Comic Con. So I was thrilled to pick up stuff from him. I would pick up stuff from him every year if he was there every year. He made this really awesome, like how to do martial arts, kung fu or whatever, where it has all these cool dioramas with like all these arrows and stuff. It's like amazingly insane looking, and I love it. And he was selling the original pages. So for $200, it was the original page plus the booklet. So I got that original page. Absolutely love it. I kind of wish I could have afforded more pages, but I'm happy I was able to get one page. And then he had a booklet of Shaolin Cowboy versus Big Guy. And I love both of the properties. I just love Darrow artwork in general. So every single page, it's like a full comic book, just never text, with the Shaolin Cowboy fighting the Big Guy. Like, this looks insane. It'd be cool to get original artwork from this. So yeah, I love that. So that was amazing. That was one of my favorite purchases from New York Comic Con. So I saw Mario at Anthony's Comic Art. He said he has some farm books. I asked him how much he wanted. He said $5 each. I was like, all right, give them all to me. So I bought this whole stack for $5 a book. How cool is that? So we have Black Hawk number 42. You guys know I've been collecting Black Hawk the last few years. And this is like an Australian Black Hawk book. How cool is that? Now, I think these are all black and white, so it's like a different perspective of the comic. It's not the same as the US version. It's just the line art. But I do like being able to see the line artwork. Like, this is really, really cool to me. I love that. So, another Australian book for the collection. I would love just to collect a ton of Australian books. Lois Lane comic number 113. Really awesome to get an Australian Lois Lane book. I'm pretty sure that's Australian. Okay, this one I think is French. Flash Gordon number 1. That is really, really dope. I actually want to see inside. I love old school sci-fi stuff like this. And you know what? I really like the way the heritage little logo is on these. I want to collect a lot more of these French books as well. I think this is early 70s, like 71, 72. Oh, yeah, this is just really, really cool looking. 1968, a little bit older than I thought. That's got to have a little bit of value. Mario was even saying that he thought some of these probably had more value. They just don't sell that well, I guess. So he's willing to give them to me for a great price. Torden Argentier. I think that's Dynamo in the U.S. Tower Comics, I believe. So these are, I think, German. Someone could correct me. I think these are German. I want to look inside. I wonder if these are also black and white or if these are in color. No, black and white as well. I guess a lot of countries did black and white. It's probably just cheaper to reprint them black and white. 1968 as well. Oh, cool. So these are Silver Age International comics. That is neat. I mostly want, bronze and silver international books as I collect them. I mean, I'll collect modern ones as well, but it's more exciting for me to get the older ones because a lot of the modern ones almost look more like the real thing, where these are kind of like reconstructions of them. I think that is really cool. So number 5 of that. I think there's only like 12 issues in that series. So getting a couple of them, that is amazing. Okay, we got Superman Super Comic number 197. Awesome cover. I think that's also Australian. And I like it because it's reused art from the American, but like the trade dress is different. So it feels familiar, but it's also very different. I love that. I think that's amazing. This is cool. A little bit of a key issue. We got World's Finest Comics Monthly number 126. I think the US version with the reverse flash is worth, a little bit. So that's gotta have some value to it. That is awesome. All Favorite Comics number 91. So I don't know the years off the top of my head, but I'm sure based on pricing I can kind of learn basically what, in the US you can kind of tell when a 12 cent is, a 10 cent, a 20 cent, etc. So that's something I'm gonna have to research. I love that cover. That's an awesome looking book. The Avengers, the X-Men, Conan, or Newton Triple Action number 1. Oh, cool. Okay, another Conan number 1 for my collection. I love Conan books. I wonder if this was a long-running reprint series. Maybe this has some value to it. All right, you got the X-Men reprinted, Avengers reprinted. Oh, Tomb of Dracula in there. Oh, yeah, this is really cool. I'm guessing this one's Australian again. Maybe 75, 76, I'm guessing. 75, yeah. What does this say? Yeah, Australian. That is cool. Really like that one. All right, that's dope. Okay, then we have another Black Hawk issue. Black Hawk 43. Really happy to get that. Love Song Romances number 86. Another Australian book. Oh, this is cool. So in this haul, I'll go have a bunch, maybe 20 or 30 Australian books, which is a lot. Like I said, every time I ask someone from Australia if they could find me some old books, they just have a hard time. I don't think they're easy to find. I don't know if the year doesn't say, but I'm guessing this is probably mid-70s. Okay. Love romance stuff. This is super cool. I think that's a 1 pence cover. That might be British. I'll have to look. I love old school sci-fi like this. It's so cool. I'm going to say that every time I see a cool old sci-fi book. No, it says Sydney and Melbourne, so it is Australian. I guess they switched over from pence to cents sometimes. Someone can explain that to me. When did Australia switch over from like the pound and the pence to the cents and dollars? This is very word dense. I would have a hard time reading this, especially how small the words are. But it looks super cool. Okay, that's awesome. I love that. Why I love collecting international books is I feel like I'm getting really cool artwork. I'm getting something rare and obscure, something different, something familiar, but in a different way for affordable price. $5 a piece feels awesome. I feel like if this was a US release, I might have to pay like $20 to get it. So yeah, I'm really... Oh, okay, we have another one of these Dynamo books. That's cool. So we got 3. I don't know how many they made, but that might be like a third of the set. I love that cover. I love the way she looks. She looks like a cool armor or something going on. I'm not sure. I love it though. I think it's super cool. Oh, then we have another Superman Super Comic, number 161. That cover is awesome. Okay, really happy with that. More sweet international books. All right, also from Anthony's, when I was buying the foreign books, he also had these Dave Stevens. I'm getting close to having all the Dave Stevens stuff. I wasn't quite sure what else I still needed. I was pretty sure I needed at least one of these, so I ended up buying. So we have Verotic Illustrated number 2. Gorgeous cover. Dave Stevens stuff is always gorgeous. Venus Domina, I guess, number 1. Another Dave Stevens. And then what number is that? Special edition. I'm not sure. So 3 different ones. I might have had that one. I wasn't 100% sure. And then there was 2 copies of that one. So he ended up saying he wanted $20 a piece. I said, how about $75? I figured I'd get them for $70. What I didn't realize is that there was 2 copies of that. So actually I got 5 for $75. So that's $15 each. I'm actually really happy with that. So I got 5 amazing Dave Stevens books, 2 of which I think I needed. $75 felt like a steal on those. Really happy. The price of the Dave Stevens stuff has been coming back down since its peak. Happy about that. I'm filling in the collection with the last few I needed. All right, in Artist Alley, Dawn McTeigue was back. I was thrilled to see her again. I didn't buy it so much this year. I was being a lot more limited on my budget. I kind of wish I had bought more, but I'm happy I grabbed the drawn book because it's gorgeous. Just a beautiful cover, beautiful back cover. And I love getting art books like this. She signed it on the first page there. I just love art books like this because you get just a whole book full of beautiful art. So just a whole bunch of her covers and artwork just reprinted in the book. A little like creative page that shows you how she did it. Yeah, this is cool. I wish every artist in Artist Alley had a book like this of their work. I would probably buy like 50 of these a year. Just to have these beautiful art books. So yeah, I'm gorgeous. That was $40. Really happy with that. Okay, I went down to Artist Alley with Jason. He really wanted to go see Jim Mahfood. I didn't connect the dots. I do really like Jim Mahfood stuff. I'm always trying to grab it when I see like his Girl Scouts and his Tank Girl stuff. So when I saw his stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I love Jim Mahfood. What was really cool was, though, when we were looking at the stuff, Jim watches my videos. He said he likes to put them on while he's drawing art. So I was just like, oh my God, that's amazing. So I had to get his art book. So we have the Ballpoint Player, Volume 1. Just a beautiful, beautiful art book with all his different sketches and whatnot in it. I love art books like this because I feel like you just get a lot of art for the price. I believe this was $40. Like, this whole book is amazing. And then the cool thing is he has a little, like, sketch area here that he draws. So he drew me a little Pop Comics logo thing with the little cute face, and he signed it. How cool is that? What do I have in here? And then this is an ad for his current comic. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. $40 feels like a steal. Anytime you can get an art book from an artist with a little original artwork on it for $40, feels like a steal to me. So also, while I was looking at Jim's stuff, this artist, Mario Cow, he's like, you do YouTube videos? I'm like, yeah. So he's like, let me give you my book. So this is really awesome, Vincent in Pieces. It's about Vincent van Gogh. It looks really cool. Like, the artwork is lovely. Like, I wasn't familiar with Mario's work, but this is really cool. And then he drew a little teeny original Vincent van Gogh drawing in the front. That is gorgeous. Really awesome, awesome comic. I went to the Vault Comics booth, and I picked up 2 copies of Lilith #1. This one, I think, is limited edition of 300 copies. I really like the graphic design on Vault Comics. I'm always talking about that. So I wasn't going to pick up any exclusives, but one thing I like to do is I look on eBay after the first day of Comic-Con just to see what people are kind of going after it. And I saw a couple copies of this went for $100. So I was like, you know what? Let me grab a couple copies. I'm not selling them. I bought them for myself. The Lilith covers always look awesome. I love it. This has like a Art Deco kind of look to it. I thought it was awesome. I decided to pick these up. They were $15 each, so I paid $30 for the pair. Thrilled to have them. I want to collect all the Vault comics. I just really, really love the graphic design. I think there's just something really appealing about them. Okay, in Artist Alley, I visited Browne and Charles Soule. I love buying stuff from them at the con. I really like their work. They're a great team. So I got the preview of the new comic, Lucky Devils. Browne remarked it for me. Charles Soule signed it, so double signed. Absolutely love that. I think it was $20 for that issue, and then $40 for the foil one. Again, double signed. Absolutely love those. They also gave me a free coaster that I had both of them sign. Browne like remarked it as well with a white marker. I thought that was really cool. I also got the 8 Billion Genies plushie that they had made. I thought that was really, really cute. And I had them both sign the tag. He was 25, so I thought that was a deal. Love little plushie dolls like that, especially of a cool comic like 8 Billion Genies. I think I got a little group of awesome, amazing items from them. All right, this is another stack of books I got from Victory Comics. So this one Jason found for me. It says it's limited edition to 1,000 on the back. I couldn't figure out what this is, other than I think it's just a rare version. Dark Horse Presents number 100. But it's a Usagi Yojimbo cover done by Stan Sakai, signed by Stan Sakai. How cool is that? This was $10. Jason found it and he wanted to know if I want it. I mean, of course I want it. Look how freaking cool this is. All the dinosaurs and stuff. See, 1 of 1,000 copies. Dark Horse. So I'm just assuming it's like a limited edition or con version of... I don't even know, because it looks like it's a Usagi Yojimbo story inside. So it's like a full-on Usagi Yojimbo book. So maybe it's just Usagi Yojimbo 100? Yeah, I guess so. Either way, it's... Oh, and it comes with a certificate. So it was signed in 2011. Either way, $10. Amazing deal. I'm really happy to get that. Then we have, the rest of these were the $3 each, 7 for $20 deal. So Jason found me a Jerry Lewis number 104 for $3. That's amazing. Great price on that. We're going to divide number 17. I forget the artist that did this cover, but I love the art this artist does. It's just really fun. It's just like a simple line that's done really well. Absolutely love it. We're going to divide number 20. I believe that's a Jenny Friesen cover, the B variant. The Weekend Divine number 34, Daniel Warren Johnson cover. Absolutely love that one too. Adventure Time with Finn and Jake number 3, the B cover. These are undervalued. I think these will eventually have a good value, so why not? $3. And then number 2 for $3. That also felt like a score. And then Marvel Tales number 1, the Jen Bartel cover. So yeah, lots of really, for $3, these are amazing books. Absolutely love these. Victory always has a really nice selection of $3 books. Okay, I went to the Atlas Seaboard booth 2 times. I went with Jason. Jason really wanted to go. I was like, I wasn't 100% sure I wanted to go. But when I saw the figures, I was like, all right, they're really cool. So they were basically giving away a figure and a comic each day. So wait, let me do this in order. Day 1, I got the Grim Ghost. So Grim Ghost signed by the CEO, whoever, Mego, and the guy who helped create Grim Ghost. These are cool. I like collecting the Atlas books. So again, the reprint was kind of neat, having it signed. And then on the second day I went, I got the Devilina, again, signed. Both times they wanted me to write it, or they wanted to sign it to me. So to Sean, I probably would have preferred it just signed. It makes it a little bit less cool of a collectible. Like, I don't need things signed to me, but it is what it is. It was for free. I can't complain. And Larry Hama was there. Larry Hama did it perfect. Although I was trying to get him to do a little remark. He wanted to do a remark. It's all good. And then I got Phoenix on the... Oh, you know what it was? My friend Kyle waited in line with us as well. So on day 2, they was 1 per person. So Kyle got 1 for me, and I got 1 for me. So I was able to get all 3. I missed the first day, so I didn't get all 4 figures. I might have to go on eBay and try to get the other one. But I'm thrilled to get those. Now let me show you the figures. So day 1, we got the Grim Ghost Mego figure. I mean, it's a cool looking figure. I love that it comes with the old comic in the back as a reprint. Double signed. I thought that was really neat. Let's see if I can put that to the sign. Okay, and then on day 2, I picked the Devilina. If I was only going to get the one, I would get just the Devilina. I wanted that. Now, the original was like a magazine size, and then they shrunk the comic down, so that's the only way to get it as a comic, I think. I thought that was really, really cool. I think I had just picked up the 2-issue magazines from Mike when I was buying from his basement. So I'm actually, happy to have the original and the remake. And then I got, Kyle got for me the Phoenix, which is super dope. I love them. They're Mego figures. I grew up, I was a little bit young for Mego figures, but my brother had them. So I grew up playing with my brother's Megos. He had a Tarzan and a Spock that I played with. And so I just thought these are cool. And you guys know me. I like collecting the Atlas books when I find them for cheap. So I thought it was really fun to pick those up. And I want to thank Jason for really wanting to go to the booth getting me, because I'm thrilled to get these. Like, I don't know if I would have waited. I hate waiting in line, but when you can wait with someone that's excited to wait with you, it was like super cool to get these. It was super worth it. So I'm thrilled to have these. I had to go back to Jason Hamlin to get these 2 books. They were, I saw them the first day. I really wanted, honestly, this is probably my all-time favorite Millie the Model cover. Absolutely gorgeous. She looks so cute in this floral pattern swimsuit skirt dress thing. Blushing on her body's nice. The overall composition's awesome. I love the way the water looks. Such a great cover. No, I didn't buy it the first day I saw it because of the staining right here. But then I thought about it. This comic is rare. You just do not see it. It's a ghost. So I thought, you know what? I had to go back. I'm going to get it. I might try to get someone to clean it. Not 100% sure. I might just keep it like that. I don't know. I have 2 options. If I do clean it, I might do a light treatment just to lighten it. I just don't know if it'll kill the color. The color looks pretty good. Or like a wet cleaning. I'm not 100% sure. Such a great cover. I'm thrilled to have that. He had it marked at 100. 100 feels like a great price on that book, honestly. Even in that condition. And then the other one I had to grab was the Genie number 23. I didn't grab it the first time I saw it because it had that stain right there. But other than that stain, it looks actually pretty good. He had them priced at $175. He gave me the pair for $150. So that means I paid like $85 for that and maybe like $65 for that. Amazing. I am actually really, really happy I went back and grabbed these. I kind of think I probably should have grabbed a bit more, but like this was my favorite Millie the Model cover. I am thrilled to have that. That was high on my want list. How cool. All right, really happy with those. All right, so I waited in the Bad Idea line each day for 3 days because I wanted to get 3 of the 1 of 1 comics. Each day you get to pick out 1 collectible, so I got the 3 different collectible options. There was a Bad Idea dog tag, so I got that on the last day. The first day I got the lunchbox and had it signed. And I got the Planet Death hat. So I got those 3. Then let's see. Each day you also got a idea bag. And each one came with a marker. So I have 3 bag ideas and 3 markers in the collection. I'm going to keep it all for now because I love the Bad Idea stuff. This one I had signed by Sienna, the woman who runs the marketing. And then Robert Vendetti, he signed it and drew on there. He's the artist on the the Planet Death and a few others of their projects. So I thought that was really cool to get a sign. It was fun. I wanted to get her signature because she was great in the line and everyone else is signing stuff. So I was like, why don't you sign too? I love getting other people to sign stuff, just because it's a fun thing to do, and it shows a little bit of respect and kindness to everyone that's working the booth. Oh, and Sienna also signed my box. I got this pizza box at the panel. So in the panel, you got the pizza box, and you got this reprint of the lot, which you could only get the panel. So I'm assuming there's maybe 100 of these, if that. This was a reprint of the lot because they are going to make a movie out of it. So this is just kind of in honor of the movie. So I thought that was really neat. We got Planet Death here. This one triple signed. I know I had Dinesh sign it, Robert Vendetti, and then who was the third person that signed it? I forget the name of the other. I guess the writer was there. I'm not 100% sure, but that's super cool. Get that signed. We got a Megadeth. So these are just like a little promo comic with just a few pages, maybe like 10 pages. These were one of one. What they did was they took the art for the cover and then gave it a different color wash so that each one is unique. I thought that was really cool. So I think they did probably about 600 for the con. And so I got that one. I got that one just because I thought the purple color looked great. I got Survive. This one, I think Dinesh and, was it Robert that signed it? I forget the names of the artists, but yeah. Each one says the 100 edition. So they did 100 different one-of-ones, I guess, for each cover. I'm not sure. I kept seeing the exclamation mark. I thought that kind of looked cool, so I grabbed that. And then the first day, I got the cul-de-sac one. This one I really wanted because I liked the alien babies. This one, I sadly dung that corner a little bit. But you know what? Even though it's not a 9/8, it's the only one in existence. So I'm still happy to have it. And then another copy of Planet Death. I didn't get a copy the third day because they ran out. But I got 2 copies. So all of those are going to go into my Bad Idea collection. Oh, also in the pizza box, I put a print that they did. That after the panel, they had a signing. You had to go back to the booth. So I put this print. It got a little bit smushed. It's so hard to deal with prints at Comic-Con. I don't know how to do it without bringing a big, giant art thing. But this one is triple signed by Robert Venditti, Derek Kolstad. Derek Kolstad is the guy who created John Wick, so he's the director. So how cool is that? Derek Kolstad signed it. Robert Venditti signed it. Joe Quesada signed it. I had Dinesh sign it. Dinesh drew a little crossbones. Robert Venditti did a little planet. And Derek Kolstad did a little stick figure right there for me. How cool is that? That's awesome. There's a couple of free comic books that were handed out while I was walking around. So we got the 27 Run Crash. I think it's a flip book. The Young Nomads. So, like, they asked me if I wanted it. It's a Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I was like, heck yeah. So that was super cool. And then Grim Fairy Tales 2020 Holiday Special with a really fun gnome on the cover. So yeah, those 2 were free, just handouts as I was walking around. You always have to grab the booklet for New York Comic Con because it always has a great cover. And just like a fun little memento from the con that shows all the vendor lists and a bunch of information on the con. If you go to the con, it's always fun to grab a little book like this. It just, helps you remember the convention. And then this box is my big purchase of the day on the third day. I paid, I think, $1,085. It's mostly all international books with a couple of Golden Age. I bought these for my Carbo. I am thrilled to get all these really nice international books. Like, I love that kind of stuff. Okay, let's dig through this box. Okay, first handful. I think a bunch of these are Mexican, which I would love to just go to Mexico one day and buy as much as I can. So we have Pepito number 5. I'm not 100% sure the dates on these. I'm guessing early 70s. Lots of tape on this thing. Okay, Pepito. Classics illustrated on the back. It has kind of like a late 60s, early 70s vibe to it. No, 1953. Okay, never mind. It's the 50s. So it's technically, I think, like at the end of the Golden Age. So a Golden Age Mexican book. Not something you see every day. Okay, that is really neat. So he wanted, let's see, $7 a piece. I wanted to pay $5. I believe I ended up paying $800 for 113-ish. So just between 6 and 7. So I paid like $6.75-ish, which I'm happy. It's a little bit more than I wanted to pay, but because it was a nice mix of older ones, I felt like it was very fair. We have Heroes del Oeste, number 15. That looks like it's the same era. Yeah, 80 pesos, I guess. So it's got to be around the same age. That is awesome. We have TV Mundial. I'm not going to read it in Spanish. That's a really fun painted cover. This looks like stuff that might have been like Gold Key that was reprinted. That is really awesome. La Major Arana, so Spider-Woman, I guess. Number 14. That is really cool. 1982, it says. Okay, so now we're in the 80s. Calamon, I love these ones. These are, I'm guessing we're still Mexican. What I like about these is they're, painted covers and stuff. Interior is like a gray tone, but it looks really, really, really cool. Like, I'm curious. I kind of want to read these. I need to get a translation app. Someone can tell me about this comic if they want. And this is 1980, so number 773. Hombre Araña, number 148. Those are the ones I'm mostly excited for, the Spider-Man ones. That one is amazing. Hombre Araña, 197. Wow, that's cool. I think there's a whole bunch in this box. So I only had probably about 5 in my collection. So this really helped fill in the collection. Hombre Araña 223, a nice Morbius cover. Absolutely love that cover. That cover is awesome. 1984. A nice handful. Hombre Araña 453. Tombstone cover, 1989. This is like a bigger issue. I don't know if they, it's like increaseflation instead of shrinkflation. Hombre Araña 390, although the price doubled. That's crazy. That's super cool though, I love that. Master of Kung Fu number 90. La Major Araña number 4. It's another Spider-Woman. That is really cool. I'm actually really excited to get those. Alright, we have Miss Marvel. Was it number 4, I think? A little bit lower grade, but still awesome. Absolutely love that. Miss Marvel number 2. So that must be like a volume 2, number 2 or something like that. Again, lower grade on this one as well. Still awesome. Another Hombre Araña number 108. These are awesome. This is a series I would love to put a full run together. Hombre Araña number 107. La Majora Araña number 24. These are cool. I wonder if there's as many of these as there are in the US, or if there's more, if there's less. Hombre Araña number 50. Awesome Dr. Octopus cover. That one's cool. I'm going to take a quick look at this. Question is, are these in color? Yeah, they're full color. Nice little ad in there. Looks like a full translated reprint. That is really neat. Okay, that is really cool. Another Calamon. This one is number 990. Is there really like 1,000 of these? That's going to be really hard to collect if I want all of them. I mean, I kind of do. That's going to be a very long run to put together. Okay, next sample. We have another Calamon, 992. Super cool. So I got, 3 of those? Slowly working my full set of 1,000. Hombre Araña 56, a cool Moon Knight cover. That one's a little bit lower grade. Or a lot lower. That one's damaged. Domingos Alegres. Not sure. It looks like some kind of UFO cover. That's super dope. Love UFO covers. Another one with the UFO. Wow, that one looks really, really cool. I gotta see what it looks like inside. So I don't know if this is like a, based on true story kind of thing. I can't, read it, but yeah, it looks like airplanes are going after something. Okay, really, really interesting. I would like to read the... Oh, and then there's a goofy, cartoony alien story in here. Okay, interesting. Oh, more UFOs. I don't know if, it switches all of a sudden as, goofy, cartoony, and then back. I don't know if it's, that's from the UFO perspective or something. I don't know. That looks really, really neat. I love it. Looks like we have a Phantom book. That is cool. More Phantom stuff. Another one of these, alien UFO books. This is cool. I actually would like to put a full run of these together. That looks like a Rod Serling, maybe? Not sure. A different one. El Doctor Mysterio. That is really neat. Believe it or not. So these are really cool painted covers. So these must be like gold key reprints. Another one. It looks like some kind of Crash Survival. That cover is awesome. Oh, it's got the Hulk in it? Okay, interesting. I want to see how it's connected to the Marvel stuff. Fruity gum on the back. Oh, a fun Kool-Aid ad. I like seeing the ads from other countries, but stuff with that I'm familiar with, like Bugs Bunny. I don't know how it's related to the Hulk. I didn't see the Hulk in there. Just very interesting. Okay, that is super cool. Another Phantom one. That's neat. Another Spider-Woman, number 3. Man, I love those. The Spider-Man, Spider-Woman related ones I think are my favorite. Hombre Araña 408. Hombre Araña Special number 8. That one looks awesome. Cowman 994. So more of that run, putting that together. Biographies selected as Bernadette. So I think that's like a religious one, maybe. Not 100% sure. El Hombre de Acero, number 3. So Superman. That is cool. Oh, Hombre Araña, number 32. That one is really cool. I love that one. And number 33. That's another awesome one. Those two are really, really cool. There's a lot of international books in this box. Death in the Family. Or Muerta en la Familia. Tomo number 1. That is cool. I like getting the key issues too, because I feel like that's something I couldn't normally get cheaper. Like, think of it this way. Normally, these would probably be like $30 or something like that for the key issues. So it's like I buy that for the price that I probably would have to buy if I was select them out of other people, and then I get 4 or 5 other ones for free, kind of. So that's why I don't mind paying higher, like, $6 to $7 per book. I don't mind paying that as long as there's like kind of a mix of better ones in there. Superman, not sure the number, but that looks awesome. Cowman number 982. Really feeling that set. Only 987 more to go. Dynastia? It's like a cool looking painted cover. El Hombre Araña number 49. Or no, this is El Asombroso Hombre Araña. Okay, I'm reading it wrong. Number 241. 1984. Oh, that's a cool Daredevil cover. I love that. That one's cool. Spider-Man El Hombre Araña number 1. So it's like a 90s series. Hombre Araña 280. It's a fun electro cover. Love that one. We have Titanus Planeteros, a fun looking sci-fi book. Okay, I want to see that one. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, I love sci-fi stuff. Yeah, it looks pretty cool inside. Looks like some kind of epic adventure where this dude's reading a Batman comic. That is neat. Yeah, that looks really cool. Okay, we got Los Cuatro Fantasticos. So Fantastic Four, that's an awesome cover. That one's neat. The Avengers 89, it's a reprint. So it's a reprint of the original Avengers. It looks more modern, but it's in English. But it is from Mexico. Interesting. Again, we have El Tío Porfirio. Number 233. That one looks awesome. I like getting stuff like this too that's unique and different. Like it's a Mexican character, I'm assuming, and a Mexican comic book. So that's something that I'm not familiar with. Like I love getting the stuff I'm familiar with, but I also love getting the stuff I'm not familiar with because it's something new and different and interesting. Okay. I love those. Those are awesome. Okay, next we have Paquita something. I don't know, another Mexican comic. Looks awesome. 1968. It's a nice Silver Age Mexican comic. Titanus Planeteros. I know I'm butchering my Spanish. Don't make fun of me too much. Another one of these like gold key reprints. That looks like a Dark Shadows book, maybe. What was that, Warrior book? That one is cool. A fun George Perez Wonder Woman. That is neat. Diabolico number 22. So Daredevil book. That one looks awesome. Absolutely love that one. Ooh, another one of these weird alien ones. I wonder, are these gold key reprints? I gotta see if I can find the original ones. This is cool. It's like an alien grave with alien spirits. That looks really neat. Another Phantom book. Looks like I got Phantom from a few countries this time. Daredevil 13. That is awesome. Actually, the Daredevil ones I'm really excited to get. Daredevil number 14. That's also awesome. Number 15. So it looks like I got a nice little run going on of these. Another one of these Superman books. Oh, another Daredevil number 11. Okay, those are cool. Well, I got 4 or 5 of those. Really happy to get a whole bunch of the Mexican Daredevils. Okay, next handful we got Frentes de Guerra. I don't know. It looks like it's probably from the 50s again. Nice 50s war book. That is cool. So again, something like that. You know, I paid $6, $7 a book. Something like this would probably normally be $20 to $40. So that it's like kind of buy that, get 3 or 4 for free. Just because it's from the 1950s. That's something that you probably just don't find that easily. We got a Zorro book. That is cool. We got Herbie the Love Bug. That is neat. Hombre Araña number 46. That one, the ink looks a little weird on it. Hombre Araña number 44. Phantomas. Don't know the number, but that looks cool. Looks very cool. Fantastic Four 59. Really neat. Regular US book, Little Lizzie number 2. It's a Marvel comic. That's cool. I had them throwing it, I pulled out a few more books kind of to get a little bit more value for what I was spending. So that was one of them. Star Slayer number 2. I'll grab these all day long. First appearance of the Rocketeer. First full appearance. I think he has a cameo in the issue before this. You got the Dave Stevens on the back cover. I love grabbing those whenever I see them. First Love number 71. I love old school romance books. So that's another one I grabbed. Just kind of, these were throw-ins. So like those two and this one, and I think 1 or 2 more were throw-ins that kind of add a little bit more value. Okay, next handful. We got more of this like mystery. Not sure exactly what you call it, but that's really, really neat. Another one of these. Domingos Alegres. That looks cool too. Oh, Egbert. I think I paid $15 each. I want to see how these. So Egbert number 11. Looked to be in pretty decent shape. Egbert 10 also decent shape. I think those were 3 for $50. So there should be another one. Real Screen Comics number 64. This one I think he charged me $15. And then I did 3 for $20 on these little promotional comics. I think there's 1 or 2 more that I missed I should have grabbed. Avengers and Electricity, number 6. They're just a newsprint cover, but they look cool. And I like kind of oddball stuff like this. The artwork actually looks really nice. A lot is cool, but the one that did it was the Empire State Building cover. Love New York City related comics. Interior artwork looks awesome on that. So that's really cool. And then the Story of Light. So I got 3 of those, 3 for $20. And then I got another Australian book, Superman Presents Wonder Comics number 3, 2 pence. It looks like I accidentally ripped the cover somehow while putting it in the box or something. A little disappointed on that because I paid $15 for that, and this is pretty rare. But that's the problem. When you buy books that aren't in bags and boards, you might accidentally damage them. That is really awesome, though. I'm assuming that's a pretty rare comic to get from Australia. We got the Starfire comic. Oh, that is cool. I wish it was in better shape, but that is amazing. Love that. Let's see. Superman, number 52. Beautiful George Perez cover. I think that might be Perez as well. I forget if he did that cover or not. Batman, 51. That is awesome. I think these are still all Mexican. Batman, 45. I love that cover. Is that a like a House of Mystery or one of those series reprints? That is awesome. Absolutely love that one. Oh, that one's awesome as well. Are these Neil Adams covers? I have to double check. Someone can correct me on that. Oh, and I thought about those are amazing. Getting the horror mystery ones from Mexico. Love that. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, those are cool. All right, next handful. We got TV Mundial, another fun horror cover. That looks like maybe like a Charlton horror reprint. Not 100%. Like I recognize it, but I'm not 100% remembering which one it was. Superman number 90. That is neat. Another one of these El Hombre Superman ones, number 4. Boris Karloff horror monster one. That one is cool. Really like that one. Another one of these Titanus Planeteros. I guess that's a Adam Strange book. The Invisible Man, or El Hombre Invisible. That's a fun classic illustrated, actually. I really like that one. Great cover. Not sure who that is, but that one looks cool. Another like horror cover. Oh, another really fun Daredevil issue, number 12. Love that. That one's awesome. Is that the first appearance of Claw? But the Mexican version of it, or Mexican reprint? That is really cool. Oh, Daredevil number 52. Oh man, I kind of really want to put this full run together now. I'm going to be hunting for a lot more international books. Daredevil 32. That one's a bit damaged. Joyas de la Mitologia. I know I'm saying it wrong, but it looks amazing. You could make fun of me for not speaking Spanish, so I'm not able to read them very well. But remember, I'm buying these because I absolutely love them and I appreciate them. So I do have appreciation for Spanish language comics. I just can't read them. I love stuff from all over the world. I think it's amazing. Another Death in the Family, number 2. This one has a weird, like the cover is bubbling up, but still really, really, really cool. Super comic. That one looks neat. Superman number 61. Superman presents the Karate Kid. Superman number 62. These are just so much fun. El Hombre de Acero number 38. The Fantastic Four ones are really cool. All these older Marvel reprints probably, well, I guess this is the early 80s, but I really, really like these. I think they're really cool. Los Vengadores number 6. That is neat. Number 13. These Avenger reprints are really neat. Number 18. More Avengers reprints. Number 17. So that one is 75. So they must have rebooted the title at some point. Paquito. Another one of this guy. These are really fun. Actually, these might be my favorite ones. The Mexican ones that are just Mexican characters. And then another one of these Domingos Alegres. Like, is that Rod Serling or is that Dark Shadows maybe? One of those. And another really cool Zorro book. Okay, those are fun. Oh, this was just randomly in there. It's G.I. Joe, just a regular U.S. one. G.I. Joe Digest. I actually need to collect these. I don't have a lot of the G.I. Joe Digest. I have all the regular issues, but not the Digest. Okay, another international pile. This is probably the most international books you've ever seen in a video. Unless you're in another country doing comic hauls. Hombre Araña number 12. Hombre Araña number 10. So they must have at some point they probably rebooted all these titles and started with one again. TV Mundial presents Knucklehead. That one is cool looking. Love that one. A Batman, the first appearance of Man-Bat reprint. Is that what that is? So that's a bit of a key issue. Presents Toro. That looks really cool. Really fun painted cover. Another Zorro issue. A piece of a back cover. I don't know what that goes to. I'll have to see if there's something that got damaged. This is going to be cool. This is one of those House of Mysteries. I bet Sergio Aragonis is in here. Which would be super dope because I love Sergio, and to get a Mexican book with Sergio in it would be fantastic. Yeah, I think that's... No, that's not him, is it? I don't think that's his work. That might be Sergio. Not 100% sure. I know he, every month he would draw for the US version, so I was just assuming he would be in here as well. If it's a full reprint. No. So that might have been just the one little topper drawing there. So not 100% sure. That's amazing though. Absolutely love that. Getting international horror books is super cool. Let's check this one. Oh, is that the back cover that's damaged? Hopefully I didn't do that while I had it. Because that's a little bit of a bummer. Oh, there we go. That's, like this yeah, I think that's Sergio right there. And that might be Sergio as well. Oh, that is so cool. A bit of a bummer that the back cover got damaged, though. Okay, I'll have to get that into a bag and board. Batman number 20 with Rambo. I don't know what Rambo's doing in there, but that looks cool. Batman 22. Batman 21. Hombre Araña 42. That one is awesome. I love it. It's one of the marginal issues. That one is really cool. And another one, these Dynastia 248. Looks like a crime drama book. Okay, and then next we have Superman 40 with the George Perez cover. That is cool. I don't know if it's just the Wonder Woman issue or whatnot. A Brady comic from Mexico. That's kind of cool, actually. And Beverly Hillbillies. That is actually really cool, too. A Lone Ranger book. That is really neat. Another one of these Titanas Planetaris. Those are really cool. Love those. Little Audrey. So this is another one I kind of threw in to get a little bit more value. What is that, number 2? I do love transportation covers. Like any In the Bus or Subway covers from the Golden Age. I love collecting those. Picture News. I saw this the first day and I kind of regretted not buying it. And so the second day I had them kind of thrown in. So Picture News number 3. Just a nice kapow cover. Love that one. Fantastic Four number... I don't know. It's a reprint of the first appearance of the Inhumans. I thought that was really cool. Love the Inhumans. Bottom here is a little mush. A little bit mush. Yeah, I gotta work on that. I think that one was $25. I forget. And then this one I think was $25. It's a Rocketeer book with a reprint of a Dave Stevens art as the cover. That is really cool. I'm trying to get the rest of the Dave Stevens stuff, even if it's a newer reprint stuff. Want to get it all. Hombre Araña 233. Awesome Iceman cover. Love that one. Mr. Monster number 2. Another Dave Stevens I thought I needed. So that was kind of a throw-in. And a Captain Marvel 26, which I think was a throw-in. Lower grade, I didn't buy... Or no, number 59. I didn't buy it the first day because it was a little bit too beat up for my taste. But just as like a throw-in for a little added value, I don't mind. So yeah. Very, very fun box of international books.